So this could be something again that you would want to write about. This, how she comes up with this. She develops or extends this idea of the philosophical idea of the other, and then she makes this move where women don't seem to fit into this category, right? And that's going to be a problem that needs to be investigated. Uh, and then moving along, this continues with this idea here, right? That's probably the bigger part of the text. Um, and then she again goes back here to talk about all the Western, in the Western intellectual tradition, how this uh, otherization, this absolute otherization of women has gone on. So this is, a very intellectual heritage type problem, right? That intellectual heritage is a required course where you're supposed to read the great texts of Western uh, culture and investigate them, analyze them, talk about them, right? But what she's pointing out here is like, well, how can you use these texts to investigate the status of women or the problem of women? And it's like, well, really, you can't, right? Because these texts are operating in a negative way toward women, right? They're sort of otherizing women the whole time. So she's pointing out how this tradition, this intellectual heritage, basically leaves women out of the narrative, or it otherizes them, really makes them secondary class citizens, right? So this is this intellectual argument, this cultural argument that goes along with the sort of the concrete or the historical subjugation of women or marginalization of women through the years. And then she will, continue to make this other, argument and getting into more modern concerns here, right? Looking at sort of psychological aspects of it. And yeah, it looks like that is the. Oh, okay. Here's one of the things, yeah, we want to deal with. So here is where she starts to look at uh, the ideas of democracy, capitalism, and feminism. So there, she says, democracy, capitalism, feminism have brought reformist aspects or have reformed this sort of misogynistic culture, right? And so, on a legal, economic, and educative level, women over the last 200 years have definitely uh, their plight, their role in culture has definitely been elevated.